The Washington Commanders have selected cornerback Emmanuel Forbes with the 16th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. A pretty shocking move, if I do say so myself, because Christian Gonzalez, my #1 cornerback draft target for the Commanders, was on the board, and they decided to go with the 166-pound Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State instead. It's kind of a shock to me personally, guys, right now, but man, you can't really dispute the numbers, okay? At Mississippi State, 6 interceptions last year, 6 total pick sixes throughout his college career. This guy's got incredible ball production. He's got great instincts in coverage. This guy is going to be a perfect fit for what the Commanders like to do with their off-zone type coverage under Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio. This is what the Athletics' Dane Brugler had to say about the Mississippi State cornerback. Forbes' rail-thin build and marginal play strength are concerns, along with his over-aggressive tendencies, but he is light-footed and long with the mental processor and confidence to be an NFL playmaker. NFL teams willing to overlook his slightness will find a damn good player. So before I give you my reaction to this pick here, go ahead, give me a grade for this pick. Do you think it's an A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know in the comments section right now. I can't wait to see what you guys have to think or what you guys think about this pick. Now, talking about Emmanuel Forbes, okay, like Dane Brugler said, he's extremely thin. Okay, he's 166 pounds is what he weighed in at the combine. I weigh 168 pounds, guys, and I talk about football on YouTube. All right, this guy's trying to be an NFL-level cornerback. Now, the big thing with Emmanuel Forbes, for me, is that he's not going to be able to play in a press man system because he's just not going to survive at 166 pounds. But at that size, playing off coverage, with his instincts, with his ball skills, with his just ability to F stuff up on defense, this guy's going to be a really good fit in Ron Rivera's defense. Would he be as good as, say, a Christian Gonzalez? I don't think so. Christian Gonzalez is the more complete prospect. I think that, although Emmanuel Forbes has a little bit more ball production than Christian Gonzalez, I think Gonzalez has the build you look for, the length you look for. He's got everything that you look for in a cornerback, and Emmanuel Forbes has this big weakness to his game. It just makes me wonder why they would go with Emmanuel Forbes over a blue-chip prospect, somebody that I considered a top 10 prospect in Christian Gonzalez. Now, this scouting report comes from our NFL draft analyst here at Chat Sports, Tom Downey. These are the notes he had on Emmanuel Forbes. He's had great success in man coverage with the ability to high point and get up for the ball. So man coverage, off man coverage, and quarters is what they mostly ran at Mississippi State. They also played a lot of zone there in Mississippi. And I really think that Emmanuel Forbes is going to be able to transition nicely into this Ron Rivera defense. He's got awesome feel for the game, highlighted by 14 career interceptions and 6 defensive touchdowns. That is, I believe, an NCAA record with 6 pick sixes throughout his career. And like Tom says here, very skinny player with tackling problems. He's going to, defenses are going to really target this guy in the screen game. He's not an effective tackler. It's not for a lack of trying. He definitely gives it his best, but man, at 166 pounds, there's only so much strength that you can have. Some of these bigger receivers are definitely going to manhandle him at the next level. Can't play press. He has to play off man, at least at the beginning of his career. I think that he's going to be able to do that with the Washington Commanders. And speaking of the Commanders, we are going to have every single pick covered for you guys during the NFL Draft over the course of the weekend. So if you want that extensive Commanders draft coverage here, both during and after the NFL Draft with undrafted free agents coming out here on Sunday, go ahead, click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you know whenever we put out a new video breaking down the latest Commanders editions. So, Emmanuel Forbes, I'm looking at how he fits into this defense here. You're hoping that he can be your true cornerback one, that cornerstone in your defense for years to come. We know that the secondary in Washington has not been great over the last couple of years. You got Kendall Fuller in there, who's a nice piece in my opinion. You've got Benjamin St-Juste and Cameron Dantzler, which are some nice filler pieces, but you needed that #1 presence. I think Christian Gonzalez would have been that guy. Emmanuel Forbes, I think, think could potentially be that guy. You know, he's got the ball skills and the instincts and all these different things and the speed that you look for. But, you know, is he going to be able to, you know, handle NFL level wide receivers and the strength they bring? You take a look at what he did at his during the testing numbers here, 4.35 40. So this guy's got wheels. This guy can move, and at his size, I would hope that he could move that fast, right? If it was anything higher than a 4.4 at 166 pounds, I would have some serious concerns. This guy is a serious athlete, in my opinion. This guy's going to be coming in, and he's got the physical upside. Don't get me wrong. You know, if Christian Gonzalez was off the board, I'd be singing the praises of this pick. I think this is a good pick for the Washington Commanders. But I think given the context that Christian Gonzalez was still on the board, you have to go and take that guy, man. I just don't think that Emmanuel Forbes is going to have the type of career that Christian Gonzalez is going to have. You know, I think that you're very limited in the types of defensive coverages that you can play with Emmanuel Forbes. I'm just looking at this entire situation. And, you know, if you wanted to get Emmanuel Forbes, Deonte Banks and Joey Porter Jr. were also on the board. If Emmanuel Forbes was your guy, I mean, I think you probably could have gotten him by trading down. I mean, I just don't understand why you're staying put here, and I understand why you're taking a corner, but I don't understand why you're taking this corner over the guys that are already on the board. I would have rather had Christian Gonzalez, Deonte Banks, or Joey Porter Jr. Emmanuel Forbes was my number 5 cornerback target for the Washington Commanders, specifically because of the limitations that he has because he's so damn skinny. I mean, I just don't understand the move here, given the context of the situation. I think in the long run, it's going to work out, at least for as long as Ron Rivera is in charge here in Washington, because I think this defense fits Forbes' game really well. But I think given the context of who was on the board, right? I keep saying this. I keep stressing this. Who was on the board? 3 guys that I consider to be blue chip prospects. Emmanuel Forbes is not that to me. I think he's a very good prospect that fits this defense. But, man, it's hard to not be disappointed here with this first pick for the Washington Commanders. So who do you want the Commanders to draft next in the 2023 NFL Draft? Of course, the Commanders have 2 picks on day 2 tomorrow here in round 2 and then round 3, respectively. Who is that next guy that you want the Commanders to target? For me, that person's going to be Dalton Kincaid. Now, by the time this comes out, it's very possible that Kincaid's already been taken, but, you know, at the time of recording this, he has not been taken, and if he is there in round 2, I think he's a perfect fit for what Eric Bieniemy wants to do at the tight end position. That's who I would go get, but let me know who you guys want in the comment section. That's going to do it for today's show, comrades. I really do appreciate you stopping by. Hope you've enjoyed draft day, draft night, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely one of the best days of the year. The Commanders get a good player, but it's hard to not come away with this feeling like they could have gotten a little bit more. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. I will see you guys later. Peace.